It was one of those mornings when everything seemed to be going wrong. The alarm didn't go off, the shower ran cold, and I barely had time to throw on whatever clothes I could find. Rushing out the door, I felt like I was already behind, like the day had gotten the best of me before it even really began. With frustration mounting, I decided to stop by a cafe for a quick coffee. Maybe that would help turn things around. As I waited in line, I overheard the person behind me talking on the phone. He sounded tired, defeated. "I don't know if I can make it through today," he said, his voice heavy. "It's been one thing after another, and I'm just ready to give up." His words echoed what I had been feeling myself, and for a moment, it almost felt comforting to know I wasn't alone in my struggle. But then something shifted in me. I started thinking. Here we were, barely 8 a.m., and already calling the day a loss? There was so much left of it. So many hours, so many moments yet to unfold. It felt premature to give up so soon. I grabbed my coffee and stepped outside into the cool morning air. The sun was just starting to rise, casting a warm golden glow over the street. I stopped for a moment, took a breath and thought to myself, today isn't over. It's barely begun. That thought hit me hard. How often do we let a rough start or a single bad moment dictate the rest of the day? We allow our minds to spiral, convincing ourselves that everything is destined to go wrong. But the truth is every second, every minute we have the power to reset. I started to think about how much courage it takes to see the potential in each moment, to face the unknown, not with fear but with hope. Courage isn't about avoiding the hard times or pretending everything is perfect. It's about standing in the middle of the storm and knowing you can still navigate through it. So as I walked down the street, I made a decision. Today, I would be brave enough to keep going, even if things didn't go according to plan. I would embrace the fact that I don't know what's coming next. Maybe there would be more challenges and more setbacks. But maybe, just maybe, there would also be moments of joy, of connection, of unexpected beauty. And that's the thing about life. You never know what's around the corner. Some of the best experiences, the most life-changing opportunities, happen when you least expect them. But you have to be open to them. You have to have the courage to keep moving forward, even when things feel uncertain or difficult. As I walked, I noticed the world waking up around me. People were opening their shops, kids were heading to school, and the city was coming alive with possibilities. I smiled, thinking of how much the day still had in store. Maybe it wasn't about what had happened so far, but about what I would choose to do next. I realized that courage doesn't have to be loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's as simple as choosing not to give up. It's in the decision to take one more step, to try one more time, to see what happens if you keep going. It's about believing that no matter how the day started, it can still turn into something good. By the time I finished my coffee, my perspective had shifted completely. Sure, the morning had been rough, but it didn't define the whole day. I still had hours ahead of me to shape, moments I hadn't even encountered yet. The thought filled me with a quiet sense of determination. No matter what came my way, I would face it with courage. So, with my coffee cup now empty and the sun fully risen, I took a deep breath and stepped forward. Whatever challenges the day would bring, I knew I had the strength to face them. And that simple act of moving forward, that was courage. Today wasn't just another day. It was a chance to keep going, to keep trying, to keep believing in the possibilities that lay ahead. and that, I realized, was more than enough.
Here are 5 quotes that align beautifully with the themes of courage, resilience, and embracing the unknown from the story. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. It is not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit.